What it do, what it do? It's your man B-Soul513 and I'm back again. Listen, I want to give a quick shout out to the 313 and everybody out there in Detroit. And if it's any Lions fans across the world, hey man, shout out to y'all too. With this video, I definitely got to give a shout out to, my appreciation for what Detroit has did for the world as far as blessing us with this music. Motown, Hitsville, USA. I mean, it's just, man, that's only something. If you got a soul that you can, you feel me? They blessed the world. You feel me? So, kudos to the energy that was brewing in Detroit, and it's still to this day with cats like Eminem and Big Sean and all these new people today. And shouts out to Jay Dilla, one of the greatest producers to ever live, R.I.P. So I definitely got a affinity towards that, and I respect what Detroit has done for this world. So as we jump back into this video, and because this is a football video, of course, I always thought it was kind of ironic how Detroit Lions and Cincinnati Bengals were just so similar. Both feline, cat type of mascots or what have you, but both traditionally trash. I'm a Bengals fan. I keep it 100. So the laughing stock of the NFC. And my team is the laughing stock of the AFC, along with the Browns, but this ain't about them. So I always thought that was interesting, but, for some odd reason, I've always kind of liked the Lions. I don't know why, but ever since a kid, playing Madden, I've always used to play with the Lions on franchise mode. And I thought it was interesting when they drafted Joey Harrington, and, well, having already drafted Joey Harrington, what they tried to do for him, just as a young kid, which inspired me to make my videos today and inspired me, with what I'm trying to do with this platform. It's just, how they try to build around him, drafting Roy Williams, Charles Rogers, and Mike Williams, man. I thought that was just the most amazing thing to do for a young quarterback, was to build around him. Of course, Roy Williams had a stellar career. Charles Rogers didn't really pan out, nor did Mike, but he did have a, reincarnation with the Seahawks. But Charles was a beast in college, man, and so was Mike Williams. I thought that was an amazing thing that they tried to do, and so I always kind of like with the Lions, a few players on you guys' team. Some other notable players that I liked as a kid for the Lions, definitely Dre Bly, one of my favorite players on Madden, Ernie Sims, Boss Bailey, John Kitna. No, not my John Kitna, y'all John Kitna, and then Zahir Hakeem. So, just to name a few players that I liked growing up. So I always kind of had a, little affection with the Lions. And I can't believe I just forgot my man Eddie Drummond, man. I used to had an ESPN football 2K4, 2K NFL. I thought that sounded crazy, man. I used to be killing folk, with that kick return. So I definitely was a fan of Eddie Drummond as well. But just thinking about the players on you guys' roster today, one of my favorite players on you guys' roster is Jalen Reeves-Maybin. I was a fan of him at Tennessee. I don't know why his potential has not been tapped in at the moment. I don't know if it's due to injury, coaching. I'm hoping it's coaching. I'm not, in Detroit watching every game, but just from afar off, I look at numbers. We play you guys once every 4 years, so it's very rare that I get to see a lot of that. But just from a distance, man, I've been a fan of this guy, and I don't know if it's coaching, man. They just need to let him do exactly what he did at Tennessee, and in the NFL, and he should be successful, because the dude was way too talented. But please, lighten me below. Let me know if I'm tripping. And then Kerryon Johnson, man. I don't know if it's the injury bug. I know football is a dangerous game, but that's the name of the game, man. But he was a monster at Auburn. His rookie year, he looked really good. I don't know what the future holds for this man, but he definitely is a beast, man. I hope he can, if it's not with you guys, hopefully he can resurrect his career with someone else. Bo Scarborough, was a fan of him at Alabama. I like those physical running backs, and he's definitely that old school type of give him the ball 30 times, man. Let him do what he do. Hand it to him in the red zone. And then DeAndre Swift, man. He might be the most dynamic running back y'all had since, we're not even going to say his name. Reggie Bush was all right for a hot second, but this might be the best running back y'all had for a long time. Yeah, he might be the best, but the most exciting player on you guys' roster, bro, like right now, and he ain't even touched the field, is Jason Huntley, man. Shouts out to Just Bomb Productions, man. Listen, but just coming across this guy, highlights or what have you during the draft process, just trying to figure out all these people, man. Jason Huntley was the most exciting players I came across. I'm like, man, who is this dude? He hitting people with the spin, returns, catching the ball out the backfield. Had to find out what's his numbers because he didn't participate at the combine. At the pro day, he ran a 4.37, had a 131-inch broad jump. So this dude definitely would have been number one in both of those categories as far as those categories. So he's an extremely talented player. Don't sleep if they might want to change his positions or not. I mean, I know Tyreek Hill played running back at Oklahoma State, but just off of pure excitement, like how's the defense going to guard this dude, I think y'all should be excited because this might be, he easily could be one of those top exciting players in the league, like a Tyreek Hill and what the Raiders hope from Henry Ruggs. So definitely watch out for him, man. I'm excited to see what he can do. When I jump into the wide receivers, first of all, I got to put some respect on Megatron, obviously. So, one of the all-time greats. And I remember in 2013, when my Bengals played y'all Lions, man, they put on a show. It was like, MJ versus Kobe, RP to Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Just watching two greats, a veteran great versus a baby goat at AJ, what we thought he would be at that time, but it was just a hell of a game. One of my favorite players on you guys' team, one of my favorite Bengals of all time is Marvin Jones. Listen, I understand he didn't necessarily have 1,000 yards in every season. I think he only had one with you guys, but just as a Bengals fan, I remember when we played the Chargers, he had 100 yards receiving in that game, and AJ Green dropped a critical catch that could have helped the Bengals win that game. So I never forget stuff like that, man. Marvin Jones, man, 3 touchdowns against the Jets for my Bengals. Like, this dude makes spectacular catches. I'm pretty sure y'all seen spectacular catches. It's just like, man, dude is just a sleeping beast, man. It's sad that his career didn't, manifest the way I thought it would be. But I know he's 30 years old and he still got a lot left in the tank. And then Kenny Golladay, man, came out of nowhere, man. 6'4", 214. That's my type of number one receiver, man. Like, big, tall, fast, and strong. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, entering year 4. Led the league in touchdown receptions, touchdown receptions. And man, like, you got y'all number one. Hopefully Marvin Jones can do something. I like Quentin Cephas. I might be mispronouncing his name, but it is what it is. I know who he is. I seen him play in the Big Ten. I like this guy. Look, he ran a 4.71. Y'all gonna boo-hoo his 40 time, but he could be a solid slot receiver. He could be a solid, reliable hands type of guy, played in the Big Ten. And also Jeff Okudah, who you guys drafted, the number one cornerback from all these scouts, said that guy was the toughest guard he had in college. So that's over the Clemson guys, all the top receivers he's played. He said that was his toughest matchup. So that's a lot of respect to be put upon him. And I think people sleeping on him. Just at the tight end position, TJ Hawkinson. Listen, I like TJ Hawkinson. I still think he's immensely talented, he's athletic, as hell. And was Jesse James. I'm familiar with him with Pittsburgh, so he's a talented tight end as well. And then Hunter Bryant, coming across him, I just don't understand why he didn't get drafted. Listen, he might not have the super 40 time, but clearly he's fast. And he might not be a great blocker, but damn it, I mean, he could be a Dallas Clark type of player. He could be an H-back. You just put him out there and let the linebackers guard him. Maybe he can be bigger and stronger than his safeties. Like, this guy's a mismatch on the field. So you guys is like three deep at tight end. You got some good receivers, a lot of running backs. I like you guys O-line. I usually don't talk about O-linemen, but just two draft picks that you guys did have this year was Jonah Jackson. A lot of people consider him to be the top guard from Ohio State. And I did like Logan Steinberg from Kentucky, man, because, I was just scouting for my Bengals and I came across his film, and he looks solid, like just a solid guard. So you guys got a lot of, like, Taylor Decker. You guys got a lot of, O-linemen. I'm not going to really talk too much about the defense, but right now it's time for me to transition into why I made this video, and it's about Matt Stafford. So, talking about Matt Stafford, 41,000 passing yards in his career. 256 touchdowns. 15, 20 years ago, those would be Hall of Fame numbers. It's a passive league now, so some could say that those are empty calories. Coming out of high school, ESPN had him ranked number 1. 5-star recruit. So did Rivals, 247. So he was the number 1 quarterback coming out of high school. Went to Georgia, even threw some touchdowns to baby AJ Green. The prototypical, he had mobility. He had the strongest arm, 5,000 passing yards in year 3. He has over 19 NFL records and all the Lions passing records, but no playoff wins. To me, he's just like Carson Palmer and Andy Dalton. A lot of numbers, maybe more so, like Carson. A lot of numbers, but no numbers in that specific category that means the most, and that's postseason victories. Listen, he's talented. He has the arm. He has the leadership abilities, but something is not getting done. I think it's time for a change. I don't believe in tanking, I don't believe in tanking for the best quarterback in college, because some people say that this is the best QB to ever come out next year. And I would agree, but I wouldn't say it's Trevor Lawrence. I don't believe in Trevor Lawrence. The best quarterback to come out in years is Justin Fields. Now, if you guys suck, have at it with the number 1 pick. But do you guys really want to go through another season of just sucking trash? No, nobody does. Nobody wants to waste a whole year. Forget that. Now, if y'all suck, have at it, because Justin Fields is the best QB in college. He's better than Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence will probably be a bust in the NFL, in my opinion. But as far as solutions right now, like if I'm a scout for the Lions, I'm coming in there like Eric Thomas. If you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you be successful. That's how I'm coming in there. Listen, if you want to succeed right now, you need to put some fire under Matt Stafford. Seriously. And it's a guy right now on the market that nobody is talking about, and that's Tyree Jackson, quarterback from Buffalo. One of the first videos I made last year when I started doing this YouTube stuff, because I wonder why people not talking about him. Why is he not even getting the same love as Josh Allen? Same type of guy, low school, strong arm, fast. This dude is 6'7", 249, and has a rocket arm. He might have the strongest arm in the league, man, outside of, or Mahomes or what have you. But this guy, he played in the XFL this past season, didn't really get a lot of PT. They benched Cardell Jones. The DC Defenders were on the 2-game losing streak. They put him in, they win a game, and then COVID-19 happens. So, with that stuff going on in the world, people still getting signed. Jordan Tayamo got signed. It's like Kenny Robinson got drafted. It's XFL players. The Bengals picked up a running back from the XFL, but this man is still on the free agent list. I don't even know why the Bills cut him. It don't make no sense, even because he looked good in the preseason. Like, this dude is the most overlooked. He had one of the best throws in the Senior Bowl history in last year, and it's the Senior Bowl. So what? He made a play. When his opportunity was there, he looked better than every quarterback at the Senior Bowl. I don't know why no team is picking him up. And as a fan of football, I like the Lions from a distance. Signing, just go ahead and pick him up. What is it gonna hurt? Let those players see that this guy in practice, this dude is just as talented as Matt Stafford. He's younger, he's faster, he's stronger. It's time for something new. It really is. Listen, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Shouts out to the 313 again, man. I had to throw a little ET in there, man. So I love Detroit, man. Just the music. I wasn't rocking with the Pistons when I was a young boy, because I was a Lakers fan. And Big Ben, man, I was trying to figure out, like, man, who is this dude with the afro shutting down Shaq? You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. It's BSul513. Shouts out to all my returning subscribers. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. We got more content coming on the way. Let's get it.